Dr. Justin Wood with you here today. When people go through a divorce, there are many things that have to get decided and many things that have to get worked out. One of the things I'm here to talk to you about is the co-parenting visitation agreement, specifically distance, travel, and communication. Communication, I can't say enough about, is key. You have to communicate with each other. You have to keep each other informed. If not, you end up with a lot of anxiety. You end up with worry, you end up with doubt, and then we end up with conflict. If we're communicating, we're understanding each other, and we know what's going on. One of the biggest things that I see a failure in communication with is travel and where you're at. So when one parent has the child, whether it's a custodial or non-custodial parent, you want to establish, this is where I'm going to be at. This is a number to get a hold of me. This is where I stay at. So having those addresses available, not that they can come by and stalk the house, that's not what it's for. It's saying at night we're going to be at this location, which normally should be your home. If they're staying with a grandparent or something, giving that second location helps reduce any type of worry that could be coming on. If they're not at my house, they're with my parents or they're with my sister. Knowing where the child is going to be is of great concern, and it helps relax people when they know they're being taken care of and that they could get a hold of them in case of an emergency, especially phone numbers. Having a valid phone number, keeping in touch with that valid phone number. If you change your phone, please update the other parent. It really helps that communication. It shows that you're wanting to work with the other parent, that you're being upboard, you're being the person, the respectable, responsible person. Because when they can't get a hold of you, that starts a lot of worry, that starts a lot of anxiety. I am not just talking about mothers. Fathers go through the same anxiety when they can't get a hold of anybody. So, keeping the other parent updated. When we get into travel, especially if we're talking long distance travel, you're going to go to Turner Falls. How am I going to get a hold of you if you go to, say, Turner Falls? How am I going to get a hold of you if you go to Lake Texoma? Do you have a phone? Are you at a cabin where I can call? Are you at a campground that has a number? Making sure the other parent knows where you're at and not necessarily what you're doing, but what you're going to be doing. The last thing you want is something to happen, such as children are known to break a leg, break an arm, no pun intended, but it happens. You know, we have accidents and they do happen. You don't want a parent thinking that you're in Norman, Oklahoma, and they get a call from Grand Lake that their child's in the hospital. This is a panic situation. Communicate with the other parent. Let them know what you're doing. Let them know where you're going if you're traveling. You know, this is just respectful and it's responsible. We put these in the mediated agreements that you understand that you need to communicate these things, especially with travel. Now, when you get into long distance travel, especially those that go outside the state of Oklahoma, you really need to get permission from the other parent, because there are some legalities that you might need to know about, that you need to talk to your attorney if you have any questions. But you want to know that if you're leaving the state of Oklahoma, the other parent knows you're leaving the state of Oklahoma, where you're going to be, and when you're going to be there, and when you're going to be back. So let's communicate. Let's work with each other. Let's make the life for the children good, and the life for you even better. Thank you.